There's always more. Welcome to the podcast, the crossroads between curiosity and perspective. All right, I guess we could start off by getting into what I would call him, or I would refer to him as the most relevant OG in the game. You know what I mean? 50
hmm
Cent, Uncle 50. You know, he's kind of been like a hot topic as of lately. The Papoose thing, the the P Diddy documentary thing.
The
You know,
debacle.
the, yeah, bro. Like 50's really been, and you were showing me something earlier today. Some more stuff that he's been a part of. I think they did a roast, or they roasted somebody.
Yeah, what was it on that? Oh yeah, they roasted Ti
That's
because
what it
it
was. It was the Ti roast.
because Ti put a comedy special out,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and yeah, it was terrible. So
Like terrible isn't like it stunk.
he I well I'll say he did Ti. You feel me? I think that it came at the wrong time because Dave Chappelle just came out too. So
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay.
you're you're
Got
gonna
you.
compare the whole comedy landscape off of Dave Chappelle and Ti ain't it.
No, no, for sure, for sure. They're not in the same league. So what I'm saying is Ti probably not so bad. It's just it was bad timing. I guess you could say more than anything.
But Ti, it feels forced. It feels like because I don't know. I like when he used to talk with the expeditiously and the big words. It's funny, but I feel like he
Right.
he like he like just does that, and then it's like, oh, okay.
Okay. So,
Instead of
so
instead of talking real talk, he just trying to be telling jokes by using these big words, and
right,
you
right,
know,
right. Yeah, I caught on to that. I caught on to that a few years after he dropped the after he came out with that LP. You know what I mean? Like 7 years, 10 years in the game, he became a dictionary. You know what I mean? Like when he started doing that, like when he did the Rihanna joint, like around that time.
mm,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. After the paper trail,
Yeah, that was Paper Trail. That's right. But yeah, man, like what's your take on like on the Papoose and 50 thing? Like what?
uh, I don't know. Like 50 just, I think they do it for buzz, really, or to take their
Like a
well
little publicity?
publicity for sure. But
Right, right, right.
I think Papoose trying to get away from the other stuff that's going on with the girl and Remy
Right,
Ma.
right, right.
So I think he's really just trying to have something else going on, and to beef with 50
Got
over
you.
over anything is
But like
publicity.
I say, 50 such a trending topic. Um, it's a good move if he beef with somebody, might as well beef with 50. You know what I mean?
And I
And
won't be
I
surprised these
mean,
days. These days, I'm not surprised if they even had a phone conversation. Said, I'm about to dish you, so let's turn it
but
up."
50 has done stuff like that in the past for people though. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
for sure.
and it's not even for him because he already got hella hype, right? So it would be for their buzz, which is actually like some Robin Hood type shit, if you ask me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, that's why I say like he's really like that's why I call him Uncle 50 because like he really is a person that seems like 50 Cent, like with the whole Ja Rule thing, I would say that he could have came off as a bully in a way, right? But now that you seen the way he moves, right? I would say he's more like not so much a bully, but just like that dude that comes to people's rescue at points sometimes. Like if I don't know Puff Daddy at all, so what I'm
Mm.
saying is I don't know like what dude is really about. But I will say this: if you do take up what was um found out in the court hearings, and and you watch like the 50 Cent um
Documentary.
documentary,
Hmm.
bro. I don't know if you've seen it. Did you watch it?
I saw a piece of it when they was talking. Well, I saw 2 episodes when they were
Okay.
showing like
So did you see
it's
that rare footage in the beginning? Right, it's like the very beginning,
yeah
and
when he
it's
in the
like
when he in the with a girl and stuff, and then he had it in a video, and then I guess he touched her or something like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's I remember her face from back in the days. Like she was an artist or whatever, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, I remember her. I remember her face. Like she was like one of those like I won't say fly by night groups, but she was. They didn't do so. They didn't have longevity, but
Mm. This
yeah,
nigga,
bro.
this nigga
I
was,
remember her.
and this nigga was dancing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what she was, right?
No, no, this nigga was dancing in
Oh,
them videos.
bro. It did seem like he was on that Bobby Brown. You know what I'm saying? New edition.
New Jack Swing.
Like,
No, but he was with them because remember he was with Andre Harrell and he was with what you
true,
call it,
true.
Heavy D.
True that. I mean, but Heavy D was more like, the rapper that was like a two-step type dude. You know what I mean? Like, it, Heavy D was not moonwalking by any means. You know what I mean, bro? But I don't know, bro. Like, I just like I say, 50's done stuff like what we're assuming he's doing with Papoose. He's actually done stuff like that for people for their benefit.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
He
and like I
remember
say, mm,
if you owe 50 money,
yeah,
or you know maybe you don't really owe him money, but if you say you owe him money, you got a little uh limelight on you or a spotlight on you to be like, who is this person? You feel me? Like what you call it?
right, right, right. That's what I'm
I would
saying.
I
No,
would say
mm,
Amari what is Haywood or whatever the guy who
okay.
played Ghost. I guess I
Ghost,
don't know.
Ghost.
I
Yeah,
forgot his
yeah,
name.
Amari. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
So
I know
I
exactly.
know that he didn't take it well.
Mm,
But then Rodamy, I think no he African, the one who got burnt up. Uh, but he put songs out though. But
okay.
but but what happened is him and 50 had a conversation about that. You feel me? And he says it on
Oh, that's
interviews.
right. Yes, that's right. That's another time he did that. That's
And then
another.
and
That's
then, and then, and then on the other side of that,
that's right.
you had Tommy saying I don't want to owe 50 nothing. So he going around saying I don't owe him nothing. You know,
Right,
the
right.
white guy don't owe nobody no money. So
Tom Shakur. Well,
Uncle
yeah.
Tommy.
No, 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 for sure. Like I say, man, like 50 don't seem to be like so much of a bully as just a person, that's like in his in his lane, which bro, let's really take it back. Like even before now, like 50 Cent has been a person that's broken records, probably still has like the craziest record. You know what I'm saying? He in the club, I think, just broke another record. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So,
2 billion streams on Spotify.
brother, so we'll add that on top of we'll
Sorry
add
for
that on
that.
top of being someone that sold out. I don't know how many venues when he did his worldwide tour. He broke a record then, bro.
He still he
This
still he
guy,
still he still tours and he still breaks records, really, because
bro. This guy did a venture with some damn flavored water
oh yeah,
and
water.
wrecked it,
Yeah.
bro. The vitamin water thing. I mean, bro, we if you really look at how 50 Cent has moved, shit. I mean, how can you not respect it? I mean,
Yeah. Pretty
but
much.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he made a dollar. No, well, I don't know how much vitamin water cost then, but he made it. But now you got to pay probably like $3-4 now for it.
Right, right, right,
When it was with just Glacier, vitamin water, it wasn't nothing. But when 50
right,
Cent
right,
endorsed
right,
it,
right.
I think about
Glacier.
everything he touches though. Stars, we know stars for just playing movies and the old movies.
Right.
Then they got
That's right.
power. They got what 4 powers?
They got
Yeah,
it had three children. The original
they
show
had
for
power.
sure.
Book two,
Right,
the
right,
one that's in the back of the day, the one that Tommy moved to Chicago.
right.
Then it had the BMF series, but Big Meech came out, and
Yeah.
then yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
But then he's still putting out the BMF docu series, so he put in part two coming out soon too.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like with this production company, he's. I mean, like I said, bro. Buddy's been making like solid moves from the beginning. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
respect to 50.
you know,
You know what I mean?
shout out to 50 because in the beginning he did he had some duds. Uh he was making movies with people in his house, but it wasn't in his house. But you know, it's just saying he was
Right.
doing his own thing and he had no
It's
funding.
real
And then
underground type.
and then that movie with the football player was crazy when you feel me had it he lost all that weight.
Yeah, when he lost all that weight.
Yeah,
I mean, that showed him in like that I'm gonna take acting serious type thing.
the
Like
commitment,
he
huh?
embodied the role. I'm not gonna lie, like I was kind of like impressed with that role, to be honest with you. Bruh. Who does that? That's a
Yeah,
rapper. You know, this
yeah,
Denzel do that, right?
yeah. You gotta
Denzel
think,
do
and then
some
you gotta
stuff
think
like
about it.
that, but
You gotta think about it too.
what
He was pretty good in Get Rich or Die Trying. He played himself, but you
he
know,
played the stuff, but it was you can tell like when somebody just ain't made for the camera, and I've seen hella
uh,
like athletes
mm-hmm,
and rappers or whatever,
mm-hmm,
other type of entertainers
mm-hmm.
that was not in the film industry get in front of that camera and just look a little awkward. I'm gonna use that word, right?
LeBron James.
I'm just looking awkward. You know, some people just look awkward, bro. So I mean, I don't know.
My favorite awkward athlete person that's in the movie is Dennis Rodman.
Oh, with double team? I don't know. I didn't think he did so bad, bro. I'm not gonna
That's a
he did.
terrible movie.
Okay. So you thought that the Michael Jordan Space Jam was, which is hard. I mean, that's
Nah,
not easy.
still not even
Buddy on
that's
green
terrible too.
before we even understood green screen. He was on green screen talking to bugs them. Yeah, I mean,
It
it's
was more
hard,
it
bro.
was more
I mean, not
believable.
only I'm not. I mean, but okay. Compare the Michael Jordan because it's hard, right? But compared to even an older movie like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Buddy killed that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like Buddy killed that, and I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. I never seen somebody do it as well as I forgot I
Bob
forget the actor's
Hoskins.
name, bro. I've never seen somebody do it as well as he did. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, bro. Buddy killed that one. But on to what you was talking about earlier, man. Like you was talking about taking your hiatus and switching up your whole gym schedule. I think that's a good topic to touch on, for like the gym bros out there. I mean the ones that go all year round. You know what I mean? Like
Oh
it's
yeah.
a trying time right now for them gym bros because of you know, the gym packed it in a can of sardines right now, bro. Like everybody on their New Year's resolution, everybody is like
Yeah.
they out there, bro.
New year, new me. So, you know, I've been just really on my health journey for I guess maybe like 4 months now. I was starting with eating better.
Nice.
But this is a part two because back in 2019, I was on the vegan style, but I jumped back on it
You got back on it. Nice.
recently.
Nice.
And yeah, I've been going to the gym religiously. I still do. It's just my back in the way is not going early anymore because everybody's there. Everybody's mom is there. Families are there together. They're having picnics.
everybody, everybody got the gym membership. The fam just,
Yeah,
but that's crazy though. I mean, I guess it would be a trying time, like I say,
I
bro.
mean,
Like,
it makes a little sense though because if you don't have the gym membership the whole year, you ain't got to pay the gym fees.
that's
That's
right.
like double the money. So they're like, oh
That's
no,
right.
I'll
That's
just
right.
wait
That's
till
right. No, real talk.
I'll just wait till January. Like,
Yeah, real talk. Real talk. I mean, it's sense to it, but I mean, usually those I hope everybody can maintain the resolutions because it makes us all better, as a whole. But
yeah,
people be clearing out of there in them. Now, the resolution really stick around. But like I'm not gonna lie, it's like a month. You know what I'm saying? Like second
I'll
week
give
of
'em
February, it'd be like the gym gonna get empty again. You know what I mean?
yeah, because everybody gonna. I'll give them to March because I think everybody
Uh,
want to get right and tight for Valentine's Day. You know,
you give them the 90 days.
they're not
You give them
gonna
the
get
90 days.
they're not gonna get right and tight for Valentine's Day. They're just gonna lose probably the
Uh,
water weight, and they're gonna like, oh, the gym did everything, but you
okay.
know, you started working out and then you lost your water weight, and then you're gonna be good. But nah, I'm on I started before and I'm gonna be there after and I'm gonna continue. So instead of going to the gym directly, I just go for like a nice jog or a walk and I use my vest. And yeah, like I said, I was starting before with my eating habits and
Okay,
yeah, so it's more than just like a physical thing for me. It's spiritual. So I've been fasting
got you.
instead of just eating all day, people just eat chips and stuff. And I learned that you want to eat, not just to eat. You want to eat because your mouth's so used to the chewing movement, and you got to learn how to not do that. So
It's like the what they call oral fixation type, right?
yeah, yeah, no
Yeah,
homo,
yeah, yeah.
no
People,
homo.
people, yeah. Pause. Put a pause on that right quick.
Mm,
But I mean, I hear like people that like always be on like cigarettes or those inhalers or whatever. It's like the same type of thing.
mm,
It's just that fixation. But
yeah,
another thing is like when it comes to like like that junk food, especially like sugary things. Like sugary things kind of like activate more cravings for sugary things. So it's like
yeah.
you thinking that it's like a craving, right? But you confusing the craving with hunger, right?
Yeah, because what happened, it released the dopamine. It's a pleasure.
It's
So
pleasure for sure.
anything you do that it brings joy to you, gonna just give you pleasure. Like sugar give pleasure,
Absolutely.
sex, et cetera, et cetera. So
Yeah.
some are good, some are bad. And then like it's all about just balancing the calories and knowing that you already got sugar in your body. So if you add more sugar, it's just gonna
But
double
even things that we won't consider sweet have sugar in it though. Like you know,
bread,
bread, for
pasta.
example. Yeah, exact pasta.
Yeah,
It
all that.
has sugar inside it, so you waiting like, oh, I haven't had my sweet today, but yes, you have already. Like you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
That's why like I said, eating better, and like I said, I've been fasting, so I've been doing 3 days, 3 to 4 days a week for like the last 2 months.
Mm,
So and I'm working out at home, working out in the gym, working out on the field, um, just trying to get in shape because I feel like your health is most important because your temple,
yeah,
you want to make you only have one body.
bro.
Like,
Real talk, bro. I couldn't agree more with what you're saying. Like, and the thing is, people like may like your mind is important, right? Your mind is important. So I agree, mind over everything, right? Or matter. But what I've what I've through my own experience in just being a person that's like a person that always, especially like I would say last 4 years, it's just like calisthenics is very important, right? It's very important to just move your body, right?
mhm.
But I'll say a person that does a routine, your mind works better when you're doing workouts. When you're doing heavy lifting, especially like when you
Uh,
when you put your aggression and your passion and
mm,
your effort into lifting this weight, right?
mhm.
It does something to you.
No, what I think it it's a discipline. So you put discipline in that first, and then
Mm.
you start to create better patterns for yourself to get things done, and then like you don't make excuses, once you're fully
No, no, but mentally, it really does something to you. Like
yeah.
even with you saying discipline, right? But it's certain chemical links that bond and strengthen. You know what I
Mm,
mean? So
mhm,
it's discipline. Okay, that's what you call it, right? But it's literally happening at like a
atomic
level of, huh?
atomic level.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's biology that's happening. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm,
it's discipline, yeah, like the outward expression, right? Like
mm,
the overcoming, right? But no, you're creating these links, bro. And not you creating links here, you're creating links at whatever you're working out. So now your fibers now are
mhm.
tougher, thickening. So it's hard when a man been working out. Like I take this guy, Michael Hearn. You know,
Mhm.
this dude has been working out for years. Is he natty as he claims?
Mm.
I would say not a lot of people with that type of physique are natty though, or natural.
Mm.
You understand?
Yeah, I got you.
But I can't say if Mike O'Hearn is or isn't because I don't know.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, this dude been working out for years, bro. And you think he be breaking spraining ankles and you get owies, right? You get gym owies, but
Mhm.
you ain't breaking your bones. You ain't breaking, bro. It's just like I said, your fiber's so I say thick at this point. Once you've been working out for like 30 years, bro,
Mm. Mhm.
you ain't getting into even like the average amount of illnesses, I would say. Unless
Ye
it's like something like that you got no control over, like a cancer or something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't imagine that you even like going through like flus as much as the average person when you have like certain routines. So like I say, getting back to the temple, bro, for real. It's definitely strengthening the temple, but like I say, for the even for the mind to work better, the body must go before the mind because it work off each other.
Yeah.
So
You gotta clean your temple out. Sometimes we fall victim to life and circumstances, but you gotta make sure you good for yourself. And you know,
oh, I hear that.
if you have children, you want to be around for them. If you have people that you love, you want to be around for them.
Oh, I hear that.
You know. So I've been just taking my health a lot better, and then like it does wake up your mind. You want better for yourself. You want
Nice,
success. It's a
nice.
game. I think what happened is you play a game with yourself all through life, and then I guess when you just like you quit sometimes, but as long as you
Mm.
get back on it, you should be good to go. I think everybody should continue to. If you quit, try again. You know,
Like we were talking,
Aaliyah said it.
like we were talking. I think we were talking. Maybe 5 months ago, something like that. And we're talking about like no, probably 3 months ago. We are talking about like muscle memory, like and then
Mm,
how it's a real thing. Like how like if you worked out for 3 years straight, right?
mhm.
And you got to a certain level of lifting and strength and size, right? It doesn't take 3 years to get back there. You know what I
No,
mean? And that's
no.
what I think is so incredible about the body as well. The way muscle memory kind of like it's like I could only think of like a computer or how it saves the memory, right?
Mhm.
And then you can go straight to it. It's the only thing I can think to compare to it. I mean, you're not going straight to it on your first day going back to the gym, but it's definitely not gonna. It could literally take you 3 months to get to where it took you 3 years to get to. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, definitely.
And
And
I
if it,
and I and I find that amazing about the body. Like
but it's still hard work to do. It's not that hard, but you still have to make sure you're eating right, and you gotta make sure you're consistent.
yeah, bro. Like for real, like that's it. It's not all about just working out either. It's about eating as well. Like bro, you could be you could be you could be losing out on gains on the way and just doing a hella like routines
Mhm.
and on the schedule, but you could be losing out on gains, bro. You could be like cutting yourself short if you don't eat right. So,
True.
nah, for sure with that.
But like I say, I feel like that is the discipline. That's the taking accountability thing too. Because if you eat too
Mm,
late or you take something too late, if you're trying to build up, because me, like I said, I'm trying to lean up to build up. But once I build up, I got to make sure I'm taking the creatine and the eating
yeah,
the right thing.
keep that water in that muscle. No, for
Yeah.
sure, for
So
sure.
you feel me? You gotta take it at the right time because if you don't, you're gonna lose out on even building muscle or expanding your arms and stuff. So discipline, accountability, and making sure you're on a schedule.
Well, what would you say? What would you say is if a person doesn't have, let's say the person didn't have weights, no dumbbells, and they didn't really have time or really have the drive to go to a gym, right? what would you say would be like a dynamic exercise, right, for that person? Let's just say they had to pick two. What would you what would you say would be like your number one go to just for like I guess full body, you know what I mean? Like if you have one that you could think of, what would you say it would be?
Um, I would definitely say any type of cardio, while running, swimming, jogging, and I guess like calisthenics, like burpees and sit ups and push ups, and yeah, because that's if you want to lose weight, you definitely got to do those things. Building muscles a little different because that takes like other that takes heavy things. So you have to lift.
Yeah.
You have to lift. But if you don't have nothing and you want to be in the best shape or best health,
Mm.
I definitely would say you do calisthenics or doing in cardio.
Yeah, I would say like I would say for like I think the most solid movement that I was reading it somewhere. It's like when you got the kettlebell like I forgot what they call it. My mind went blank. But it's because of when you add that little bend, you know,
Hmm.
almost like that hinge. It's called the hinge, right? When when you add that little hinge,
Hmm.
um, first of all, it's full body. You know, you got you're working your shoulders, traps, uh, you working obliques, you're working abs, you're working what do you call it? Hamstring. You're working almost everything, right?
Hmm.
Calves, neck. But I would say the kettlebell swing, and then number two, I'm just giving the exercise. Like if you ain't gonna do nothing, if you don't even know many, just look these two up. And if you don't got since you don't have the kettlebell, you don't have any equipment, you don't have it, get a gallon of water
Hmm.
and do that kettlebell swing. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And then my second one, like I said, it still involves like the hinge, but I believe that you work the chest and the arms more with this one. The burpee, like the burpee is a, a nasty ultimate exercise, bro. You don't gotta do nothing else, bro. Like for real. You do you do 40 burpees a day, you'll be satisfied with the way you look. You know what I mean? If you're eating right, like you got to
Yeah,
be eating right. But
definitely. Nutrition is everything.
but yeah, bro. I like that segment right there. Um, so I want to get into a manosphere adjacent type subject. You know, ain't no red pill over here, bro. I don't believe in absolutes of nothing. You know what I mean? I'm not into that. I'm sure you're not either. But yeah, so I want to get into more like a manosphere adjacent type topic um for this mind frame segment. And detach presence. When I say that word, what comes to your mind? You know, when you hear me say that, detach presence.
Being there, but not being there. Understanding, but not
Mm,
caring.
mm, 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 mm. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I think about that, I understand what you mean. Like being there but not being there, because it's. I mean, if you really like here like detached, right, means to be like unattached, right?
Hmm.
And but presence is almost like an oxymoron type of thing, right?
Yeah.
But I'll say this, for me, what it is not is emotional coldness, right? When you say not being there, right?
Yeah.
So I don't feel that it is like it is not to me. It is not emotional coldness,
Mhm.
but it is emotional ownership.
Yeah, it's like, I'm here for you, but I'm still protecting my peace.
Right, right, right. And because okay, let's just say, let's just use the man and the woman dynamic. I don't even know why I went there first,
Okay.
but let's just say a man and woman dynamic.
Mhm.
If you are present, right, and you ain't got you ain't got nothing but, I guess, the conversation kind of like in your head, right?
Mhm.
And phone's away. You giving her that attention.
Mhm.
If if the conversation goes in a way that you deem or seems negative to you, or maybe she says something that triggers you, or maybe involves you in the conversation when it didn't even really have nothing to do with you at first,
Mhm.
um I'll say you could, if you don't practice detached presence, it could get you defensive when she nips at your character, right? Seemingly, right? Because automatically, because we have egos now. Every one of us is not an egomaniac, but it is normal to have some type of ego, right?
Mhm.
So your ego will send you the message to like the rundown, like who's
Defend
he talking
yourself.
to? You know what I mean? Like, so what that will produce is defensiveness, right?
Yeah.
And that's to me that 100% like attached presence, right? But like I said, the concept and my concept, detached present is where you got ownership of yourself. You got ownership of your emotions. You
Yes.
know what I mean? So it's almost like it's almost like just a mental posture, if you will. Like you're there, but it's like self control within the moment, right?
Yeah,
And
you
I
keeping your
believe a lot of,
composure.
yeah, composure. Get composure.
Yeah.
I mean, let's even give another example, right? Let's give another example. Like, okay, we was talking about the gym, right?
Mhm.
So imagine, you walk in the gym. It's
Mhm.
packed than a can of sardines,
Yes,
packed than
sir.
a can of tuna, right? Everybody's rushing. Everybody's cutting sets. Everybody's staring at you. You know how people be looking, yeah, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I believe detached presence in that situation is still doing your workout anyway. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Without even though people doing things that can kind of get under the skin,
Yeah.
if but without resentment. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Working out
yeah,
when people staring without the performance and without tension, right?
so
So
even
even
so
like,
yeah,
because you
so
can practice detached presence in all facets of life.
and
At the
and
workhouse.
and
You
if
know what I
we
mean?
yeah, yeah,
Mm,
definitely, and when you get back to the relationship, it's like,
mm,
I'm not gonna let you affect me. I'm gonna still be myself, and I'm gonna still answer you the way that I need to answer you.
right,
I be
right,
learning that very well, you feel me? Like,
right,
I
right,
can't you can't let emotions get the best of you because you gotta think logical. Like, this fight is gonna be for nothing, and it's gonna be a long fight,
right,
and for what?
right, right, for sure.
You gotta
No,
be
no,
you have to
I,
be,
I hear you on that.
you gotta
I
be
hear you on that.
emotionally intelligent,
Yeah,
and yeah, yes, I've learned that, and I'm trying to be better. 'Cause,
no, for sure, for
you
sure.
do get some people get the best of you and get under your skin, but you gotta remember, like,
But I mean,
it's not
okay,
what he
okay. Everybody,
mhm,
let's say you letting conversations come at you, right?
mhm,
It will happen, right? When you talking about some people get the best of you, but I believe when you try to practice a certain type of posturing or like a mindset,
mhm,
I believe that if you really care about it, it becomes like a thing of okay, obtaining, right? Like you doing it, okay, this time, you know what I mean? It's like you build levels to where it becomes like seeking the mastery of that. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
soon, you ain't gonna get you won't get nobody will get the best of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's I mean, there's no guarantees, right? But soon you get to a certain level that it's just like it's unfazable type. So
yeah,
and I don't think I don't think these type of concepts are in the community as they as much as like that red pill rhetoric, which is, a lot of the stuff is funny. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
a
They'll
lot
say
of the
that.
stuff has pearls of truth, but
Mhm,
there's really no absolutes, man. Like I could never sit here and say, all women are the same. You know
mhm.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Because that's not true. You know what I mean? Like you do have similarities within the community. Just like even with guys, you got
mhm,
similarities, right?
mhm,
But every man is not the same. Like you're not gonna have the whole male spectrum
mhm.
figured out in five archetypes, if you will. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but people say the darndest things on some of
Social media.
this red pill stuff. I tell you what, it's become so hilarious. You know what I mean? Like for me, it's
Mhm.
literally become like if you wanna chuckle, you know what I mean? Turn on some of this red pill stuff, bro.
Yeah,
Like it's
they
outrageous.
what
Like,
happened what
but I mean,
happened
back in the days, you had some real pioneers with it, but it just has evolved at this point.
at this point, there it's just a lot of people saying the same thing and regurgitated, and then
Yeah,
they're giving bad advice to men and women. So,
yeah. It kind of got the two sexes up in like arms with each other though. Like
I know at this
it's
point,
like driving a wedge between us,
but
and
I feel no,
we should just be loving on each other.
yeah, pretty much. But I feel at this point that
Mm,
people are doing things bad on purpose. Like they don't like the people. Like, it's like this. In the
you got to
beginning,
create it.
in the beginning, it was maybe people saying stuff out of line to an
Yeah.
extreme, and not really meaning the extreme, but just saying, "Hey, you have to wake up, men, or you have to wake up, women." But now it's
Mm.
like, no, let's say the most craziest thing that we should tell these women or men, and see if they do it. And then,
Bro, but then that right there is a seed that begots like some because I see some of these like real videos, right? These
yeah,
ain't influencers.
yeah,
These is just like TikTok
regular
videos.
people, yeah, yeah,
And it's like this started from that though. This started from that all that man hating and all that women
hmm
red pill like this is what spawned it. You spawned this monster, right?
hmm
And then now you got another industry, right? I guess, but it's like destroying the fabric in a way. You know what I mean? But you gotta know. I don't know, bro.
no, no, no. But think about it. It's remember,
Mm,
let's go biblical. Jesus came
okay.
here and he had a mission. And what Judas thought? Judas thought that he was gonna overthrow something. What? I came here for my father's purpose, but oh, I thought you was here for us to do revolution. You feel me? So what
Yeah, start
happened?
the revolution.
So it starts with somebody saying something or doing something purely because they want to say something or want to awaken people,
Mm,
but then they influence the wrong person, and
mm.
then that person has a platform.
mm. It seemed to be just like that, bro. Like it seemed to be just like that, bro. I think we could really um I think we could really use like something new, bro. Like cuz you know, the the man and the woman thing it's so no nothing against all the alphabets, right? But
Mhm,
it's just something about the man and the woman that I find timeless and beautiful
mhm.
and just so damn natural. You know what I mean? That
Yeah, yeah.
It's just like, bro, like
But
we should
see,
be loving on each other, man. You know what I
for
mean? Like,
for
and
sure,
and,
but
and then and then it's always enough. It's always really enough to like where you could be good. Like everybody good, and there's no shortage of men and women, right? I mean,
mm,
it's people having less babies, right? But as a whole, there's no shortage, right? Like there's not like there's so many women and so many men, not really, right? So I think the last time I checked, I, for some reason, I think it actually said it was more that it was about 50-50. It was 51 to like 49, bro.
mm.
You know what I mean? So it ain't even like what people used to say. It's like 6 women per man. No, that I don't think it is like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? I
Probably
mean,
not,
I
but
think they need to really go and examine their what do you call it? What they call that thing? The census.
census. Okay.
The census. Yeah.
Well,
Um.
to piggyback on that, I just think people need to
Mm,
take accountability, like we said before, but in a relationship, and
mm, mm,
um stop trying to get over on people. Stop thinking you better than because what happened is
mm,
there's a lot of trauma from
mm.
past relationships or
Yes.
growing up, and that people think they're better than this person, even though they say they love this person, or thinking they can get over on this person, even though this person wants to give you the world, but you think that
Right.
you in a game thinking that you could just play this person. You
Mm,
know,
mm.
if people stop doing that, men and women, then we'll be all right.
Yeah, but I mean, there's always like that there's always like that tug and pull, right? They say that somebody's always like chasing a little bit more than the other person. Not saying it's man or woman, right? But
Yeah,
they say always like within the dynamic, right?
yeah.
I mean, can that work with that still being like that? Like what you're saying, like
Um,
you know, like
I
is that what is even affecting it? Where it's like, well, I feel like since I'm being chased or pursued after a little bit more, I'm more important. Like just like psychological, like is that what you think is going on, and and is that the reason why possibly?
I think we just been taught wrong because I feel like if
Mm,
you're in a relationship and you really are really in a relationship, like like you say it's my boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance,
mm.
wife, husband, right?
However it goes.
Ego should die. There shouldn't be no
Mm,
ego. There shouldn't be a persona
mm, mm.
or people being a facade and putting a caricature of themselves out to the
Right, right,
world. Like
right.
even if you do that to the world, even you shouldn't do that to the world. But remember who you are, and remember that this person knows you. This person is next to you, sleeps with you, does all these things with you. Like this person knows who you are, but I guess you fake it all day. Like this is funny because I'm bringing this up because I had a sort of a experiment at one of my jobs back in the day where they asked me a set of questions out of this book, and they asked all of us. We was all working in IT, and it showed me. I'm reading all the questions and I'm just putting the same answers because that's me. I'm me all the time, right?
Got got
So
you.
it was somebody I work with that he had different answers for work related things and at home related things.
Mm,
And that threw
mm.
me off because I'm like,
Let's see.
I'm the same person no matter where I go.
Mm.
I don't have because my thing about this, I respect everybody's position. I respect everybody as a human being. I follow protocol. I don't I don't like playing the game. That's what I've been hearing about me, right? They're like, oh, you need to play the game. Why is there a game?
I'm not gonna lie, like before, I'm not gonna lie. That is it's crazy you say that, and the thing is, I believe it's become so accepted. All right, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'm gonna take it back, right? I'm gonna even show my age with this one. I mean, you see the gray beard, but the I didn't know it was a game, bro. I didn't know it was a game, right?
Mhm.
Until I think it was like 1998 or something, 1999, right?
What?
I'm watching MTV, bro.
Uh-huh.
I'm watching MTV, right?
Yeah.
And I'm from Miami, Florida, bro. We keep it realer than a piece of steel, bro. What I'm saying is I'm watching MTV and I'm watching this show called Road Rules or Real World, right?
Yeah.
And I'm seeing this crazy ass dynamic in this house, bro, where it's just like, what is this? Like how people like kind of like was this way with this person, but
Mm.
was kind of like this way with this person,
Mhm.
which was to me being from a person from where I'm from. It was like you always try. Yeah, I mean, you kind of, bro, being from where we're from, you just keep it real, right? But to me, watching this thing and seeing somebody be manipulative and being
Mhm.
this way with this person, this way with this person, it was just unreal. But that was my first example of what is today, right? What is, you know what I'm saying? That's why that was the first like reality show I ever seen. But
But I'm saying,
uh,
did that reality show warp, reality? Because remember, we all
mm,
programmed from the stuff we watch, so, you know?
that's what I say. That's what I say. But that's what I'm saying. Like this type of stuff made it normal for what we're dealing with now. Like,
Mhm.
but I remember being like this ain't right. Like, you understand? Like, I remember being like that, like watching this show, like, bro, and I didn't. It was just crazy to see like what was going on, like, and it was just like, but then now, like, if you really think about it, like, people are who gets the same version of someone. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
It's
who
funny.
who who really does? Because, and I'll say this for the most part, I've seen people interact in front of somebody of authority, I'll just say, right?
Mhm.
And it's different. It's way different. It's a way different them than they
We
get when they're, I guess, when they're with somebody that they don't consider an authority, right?
yeah.
Or they're in a position where that person depends on them or something like that, right? So I mean, who really gets the same version of someone? You know what I mean?
Well,
So,
I'll say this.
mm,
I think everybody get the same version of me, because it's like this. No, because not to say that, like, I'm respectful to people, and guess what? If it's authority, I wanna show respect, but I'm not gonna change up on everybody in the room because this person.
right.
Imma
Right,
be
and you're definitely not gonna do nothing different just because that person's around. Like going back to the answers, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think my answers would have stayed the same. You know, like I don't get why it was a different answer based upon where he was, but
Yeah.
my answers probably would have stayed the same. You know what I mean? Like, if unless it was just something that, like, an answer I had to, depending on the situation, that was like life or death. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Where maybe you do something a little differently, like
Yeah.
action wise. You know what I mean?
No, but it was, like, regular questions. It wasn't nothing like
Yeah, I
I
don't,
don't
I don't, I don't, I don't, I don't get that. I don't get that.
like,
But
it was about your behavior and your personality, like, the dude was
yeah,
like,
that's weird.
it was like he was wild out, but then in the office area, then he was very timid, and I'm just like, I'm mellow wherever I'm at. I like, because I don't my thing about
Right,
this.
right, right,
Well, I will say this, maybe you do get a little bit more comfortable with people you are comfortable with, for sure,
right,
but
right.
I'm not changing up. I'm not code switching, you feel me? That's what it seemed to
Yeah,
be.
yeah. That's real talk. That's what I call it. That's what I call it. Code switching.
Mm,
So yeah, like I said, the first time I ever really seen it was then, and it's like after then, like, because everything was shows before. Then shows are some type of sport or game show, right? But then it just turned into like reality world, and
yeah,
I guess we've been inducing this into the culture and into like spoon feeding this to the people,
yeah.
for so long that we created this this real world. Like, what
For
I'm saying?
real.
Like,
And
we it's
was
over.
the thing about it,
No, I'm not gonna say it's
what
over, but
what's bad is code switching for sure, but then you have the people who reverse code switch, who when
what's
they're
that? I don't know what that.
Okay, the code switching. Remember, code switching more to be a positive thing, right? So you
Yeah,
like,
okay.
okay, I'm gonna act in order. The reverse is
Yeah.
when you go somewhere and then you act like you don't know how to act when you do know how to act. You feel me?
Oh,
So you wanna get drunk,
I
you
can
wanna
imagine that.
carry on, you feel me? Talk out of
Yeah,
line, say
yeah.
things you shouldn't say. You feel me? Let go of secrets you shouldn't even say or even know. You know what I mean? Like,
But see, that's when I get into like maybe you just doing too much, right? Maybe you just because I believe the antidote to that, if you even care to be a better person, is plain old silence.
yeah, ignore it for sure. But some people want to be the center of attention. Well, you know.
I don't know, bro. I think if you this is my feeling. If you're gonna be the center of attention, if you want that role, right,
Mhm,
be the person that should be the center of attention. Like
mhm,
it's like you can make a situation real raggedy by being raggedy, right?
yeah,
So the center of attention ain't supposed to. It should have the ability to be the center of attention and still like conduct the whole situation within like a positive type a realm, right?
yeah.
So I say like if you can't do that and you gotta wow out to the point of doing too much where it's not affecting
Just
the
just
room
tasteful.
as distasteful, bro. Then that means that you ain't the one.
Yeah,
And I think people just need to get comfortable
being
with
themselves.
not being the one. You know what I
True,
mean?
true,
Like
true.
it's like
You're,
but
yeah,
but
true.
to me that's social media, bro. Like
Mm.
social media has everybody thinking they must be the one, but come on, like if you ain't Denzel, bruh,
I
if
was
you
saying
Michael Jordan on the screen,
you gotta know your role though. You gotta play a role because guess what? You everybody has their time to shine for sure.
shout out
But
to Jordan though.
what I'm saying, everybody has their time to shine, and if it's not your
Right.
time to shine, you don't have to do nothing stupid to be. You know?
No, but even if you got some anxiety, like this can cure it.
Yeah.
I don't think we've practiced being quiet enough. You know,
Yeah.
people
No.
as
No.
a
They
whole.
haven't. They haven't. They haven't.
What's wrong with just being being a little bit more quiet or it's not. I'm not saying being introvert, but use silence more. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm confused with a lot of our behaviors, and I think we just need to do better as a whole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Definitely.
why that's why I bring up like detached presence and stuff like that because I think we need to just consider certain things and with just considering and mindset and a considerate mindset
Mm.
and then just I'm gonna say constructive silence. You know
That's
what I
That's
mean?
that's a beautiful thing right there. Constructive silence. You know.
Constructive silence and a considerate mind,
Mm,
bro.
yeah.
I think we could stop doing too much because I know we got a lot of potential. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like we got the potential, right?
Yeah.
We've been doing so well, and in many aspects we've been doing so well as a race of people, right?
Mm, yes.
People. But I think we get into a crossroads where it's like it's not natural no more. Like the things that are pushed more even in society are things that maybe that fight nature. You know what I'm saying? That defy nature. Yeah, bro. Like the last thing I was thinking of because I told you what I wanted to do with like the guest or whatever, right? Um but like I think I just changed up my whole introspective question right now. I just changed it up right now because since off of what we were talking about,
Hmm.
I want to kind of like piggyback off of this, right? Because I
Okay.
think it kind of can coincide, right?
All right.
So I want to ask an introspective type question to the audience, whoever may be, you know, sharing this time with us, showing your boys some love. I want to I would like, before we close out the segments, I would like to ask this question, right?
Hmm.
And if you will, kind of like have the detached presence in the back of your head as I ask this, right? So, where are you in your life reacting when you should be choosing?
Let me add on to that.
Go ahead.
Why are you reacting when you should be proactive? Because you should have made up your mind already. You feel me? I know you're saying choose, but you should have made up your mind a long time ago about, well, anything in your life. Well, it depends on where you are in age. I'll say that. Depending on where you are in age, if you are still reacting and not choosing and not being proactive with anything that you got going on, then
What
you
would you?
need.
What would you? Okay, okay. What would? What would? So aside from that brilliant double layered question, what age would you say would be the cutoff for the people that should be in what you're talking about? What age is that for for you to already be proactive? What age in your head? What age is that? What does that look like to you?
Um, I'll say 25 to 30. I'll give people some peace and some leeway. By 25, you should know what you want in life. By 30, you should be trying to achieve that. I'm not saying because 25, you may not know how to get there, but you like, oh no, I want this. And then by 30, you should be already planned out. That's why I say you gotta be proactive. So that 5 year gap, you should be like, I'm planning. You feel me?
Hmm.
I know I wanted
Well,
to be,
I
you
mean,
know,
statistics is would probably even give that 10 more years later. Like they'll tell you by, well, by at least 5 more years later. They'll tell you by 30 you should definitely know.
mm,
That's what statistics is showing. You know what I mean? Not what you should, but
mm,
this is what we're doing out here. As humans, because like our parents had to be moving towards that way at damn 18, 19, bro. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Like they had
yeah,
to be already in that 20. What you're saying is 25 minded, right?
mm,
They had to be there at 18, 19. But because, especially like in American culture or Western culture, not even American, just, yeah, all of the Americas, right? I
yeah,
would say the Western culture is a bit more, and I say especially like in North America, it's a bit more sheltering for kids, adolescents growing up. You know what I mean? It's a bit more, or has been a bit more sheltering than, let's just say, third world country. You know
mm,
what I mean?
mm,
So, yeah, I'm in Chile now, bro, and there's some similarities. So a lot of similarities from like American culture, um, comparing it to Chilean culture. It's some differences too, but it's a lot of similarities. You know what I mean? So, um, hmm, that's a good one though. Like, that's a good one. I would love to get like some of the audience if they would chime in, and say what age that is that you're already supposed to be really like on some proactive, and because it's an interesting. I'm interested in seeing some of the feedback for that one right there. But
mm.
yeah, man. Um, Thank you for chilling with us. Thanks everybody for coming out. Thanks everybody for listening. Thank you for
But wait, we got
giving us
one,
time.
we got one more segment. We didn't never
So, but
talk
I
about
mean,
it.
I mean that's the whole point. Like that right there. That's why it's so what else is going on? Because like
Ah,
I was thinking to close it out, and then like right quick, so what else is going on? You know what I mean? And then
mm,
that's when we lace them. You know what I mean? Instead of like making that, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it gets deep with the introspective, right? So
mm.
it makes it close outable. And then when you do so what else is going on, you could just, you know what I mean? They'd be like, oh. But you see where it's the switch off, and you really get on the promotions, right?
I got you.
So yeah. So what else is going on?
Well,
I've been hearing through the grapevine,
well,
and I got some things on my phone.
yeah. So, you know, I've been writing and producing for what them like 10, 15 years now. It's or
Yeah, something like
before
that.
that, before that, but on a professional level.
Yeah, Studio A, Studio C,
Yeah,
Studio A,
yeah,
Studio
yeah.
C,
Since
Crescent
since
Moon
since
type vibe.
yeah. So like 15 years for sure.
Cool, cool,
Um,
cool.
so I was,
How long ago? How long ago since you did that joint with Gloria and Emilio?
that had to be
How
like
long has it been?
that had to be like 2011, 2012. Yeah, around that time.
Okay. Yeah, bro.
Young man.
Yeah, man. You've
But
been out here for over a decade, my guy.
yeah, getting a little bit of
Nice.
love, and then they try to shoot you down. But it's all good. What God has for me, and nobody can stop. You feel me? So that's why
Be
I
your
continue
man.
to find new ways to elevate and reintroduce myself. So, some old tracks that I've done, I've got with some people, and we have just did some re-recordings of those things. Different genres. You know.
What do you mean by different genres? So let's say you did it. Let's say you did it in reggae. Now you got it like a pop
Well,
type hit from a
I don't
reggae song.
I don't do
Is that what
reggae,
you
but
mean?
I'm saying if I did like R and
No, I'm just
B,
saying. Is that what I could say?
yeah, something like
What I
that.
could say,
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
whole different genre?
yeah, yes.
Nice,
Some
nice,
are in a similar genre, but it's just the vibe is a lot different. Um,
cool.
yeah. So I released a 6-pack collection last Friday before we started
Ooh,
doing the podcast, and
6-pack.
yeah, and then
Oh man,
this Friday,
yeah,
1/9, so that was 1/2.
right.
So 1/9, I hope maybe this will release before that, but maybe not. If anything, it might be out right now. So the
Cool.
first one was called Off and On. It's by the band 630. And
Six thirty, right?
this one's called Off and On Again
Okay.
by the band 630. So either either
Oh,
either go get it or you got
I
it.
heard, I heard, I'm gonna get it, bro, because I heard 2 or 3 of the songs. And I don't know, I haven't seen 630, but they nice, man. Them boys be singing.
So yep. Remember the collection Off and On is already out. Off and On
Well,
Again.
where can the people go and get that?
Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora Tidal, uh,
Okay, spot. It's on all of them.
iHeartRadio, YouTube Music. You can add it to your WhatsApp videos. You can add it to your Instagram videos. You can add it to your
Nice,
TikTok videos. You feel me?
nice.
Everywhere.
What?
All
That'll be
DSPs.
hard on some TikTok.
You,
That that
you,
that that
you can put it on Roblox.
bro. That'll be hard on some TikTok, which I call it TikTok. That'll be hard on a TikTok video, bro. Like for real. That second one,
Yeah.
I don't see. Oh, okay. Let me tell you, bro. All right. Well,
Go cop that. Well, go
you know what we
stream it.
didn't do. What we didn't do. We never even introduced ourselves. We never,
Oh.
because it was supposed to be like, well, it's supposed to be like, there's always more. Welcome to the podcast. Crossroads between whatever and whatever. And I was supposed to say, I'm Rocka. this C Star. We're supposed to introduce ourselves. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Hey.
We never did, but
Hey.
it's all good.
Y'all know who I am.
Yeah, cool.